Hi guys, I'm welcome to prediction week 13. We are back from the international break and we start with tomorrow's lunchtime kickoff at 12:30, which is West Ham versus Tottenham. Obviously Jose Mourinho now being appointed by Tottenham, now the Tottenham manager. It's going to take a while for him to get his ideas across, a new system of play. So I'm going to go for a tough draw in this one, as it is a derby as well. Not a very nice game to start your managerial career, is it, in a derby? But I'm going to go West Ham 1, Tottenham 1. On to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, we have Arsenal versus Southampton. Again, Arsenal have been absolutely dreadful the last couple of weeks. I think the last game we had before the international break was Leicester. Been absolutely dreadful. But apparently the board are not interested in sacking Unai Emery. So he's comfortable at the moment. No pressure on him whatsoever. It's just Wenger all over again, isn't it? No pressure. Can lose as many games as he likes. Going absolutely nowhere. Again, I think Arsenal they'll make life difficult for themselves. I do think because it's at the Emirates, Arsenal, they should win. So I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Southampton 1, but I'm really, really not confident in putting that result and thinking that Arsenal are going to get that result. I'm really not, but that's what I've gone for anyway. We've then got Brighton versus Leicester. Obviously Leicester, flying in the Premier League at the moment, and even though they're away from home, I think they're going to win this quite comfortably. I'm going to go Brighton 1, Leicester 3. We then have Watford versus Burnley. Again, Watford been absolutely awful this year. I think they're bottom of the league. Burnley not been too great themselves. I'm going to go for a dull draw for this one. I'm going to go Watford 0, Burnley 0. We then have Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Obviously, we know that Liverpool beat Manchester City 3-1 before the international break. Liverpool's won the title now. I think they're 9-10 points clear, something like that. No one's going to drop them kind of points. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're in mid-November, and Liverpool's won the title. They have had some dodgy fixtures at Selhurst Park in the past. I do think that they will win it. I'm going to go Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2. We then have Bournemouth versus Wolves. And again, Wolves not been quite the same side that they were last season. Bournemouth been nowhere near what we've seen them over the years. I'm going to go for a tough draw in this one as well. I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Wolves 1. We then have Everton versus Norwich. Again, Norwich started off okay, quite attacking side, causing teams problems. Even beat Manchester City as well. But again, they've gone absolutely dreadful, and I think they're about 19th, 18th in the table. Come to win for Everton for me. Everton 2, Norwich 0. At 5:30, we have Manchester City versus Chelsea. Manchester City again have not been the team that they were last season. Been absolutely dreadful. I thought they would have, gone to Liverpool and caused a real problem for Liverpool, but they just were absolutely dreadful on the day. Couldn't really put 2 passes together. They had a couple of chances, but didn't take them. But I just thought they were just really poor. And it is at the Etihad tomorrow, but I think that Chelsea are the team going in form into this game. I'm going to go for Chelsea to nick it. I'm going to go Manchester City 1, Chelsea 2. On to Sunday's fixture, we only have the one. At 4:30, we have Sheffield United versus Manchester United. Obviously, we know that Sheffield United haven't lost to a top side this season at home so far. And I can't see Manchester United changing that, to be fair. I'm going to go Sheffield United 1, Manchester United 0. And on Monday Night Football at 8 o'clock, we have Aston Villa versus Newcastle. And again, I think Aston Villa are more strong at home than they have been away. So for this game, I'm going to go Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 0. So that's been my predictions for this weekend, guys, and I'll see you next week for next week's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys.